Hello students, welcome to the BST class. Students, in our last class, we have completed the classification of business activities, in which we studied that the business activities can be classified into two categories, that is industry and commerce. We also studied the meaning of industry and different types of industries. After that, we study the commerce. Okay, again, I am explaining you the meaning of commerce. Before this, I need to explain that as we have studied in industry, that in industry, in primary and secondary industry, only the raw materials are extracted and these raw materials are converted into finished goods with the help of secondary industry. But student, as we know that only producing the goods is not sufficient. We also need to, these products also need to reach the ultimate consumers also. So what is commerce all about? I have told you in the last video that commerce includes all such activities which helps a businessman and all businesses directly or indirectly in the distribution of goods to the different customers who are scattered all around the country. Okay, but today now we are starting the next topic, that what are the functions of commerce. This commerce is totally different, students, with the stream of commerce that you are studying. Please don't be confused. This commerce is that activity which helps the businessmen or which helps in running the business smoothly and without any hindrance. Okay, हमें ये भी पता है, अगर हम एक एग्जाम्पल लें कि अगर एक बिजनेसमैन है, एक छोटा सा शॉपकीपर भी है, तो उसके लिए गुड्स को सेल करना सिर्फ एक वर्क नहीं है जहां से वो गुड्स को मंगा रहा है, गुड्स को मंगाना भी पड़ेगा, इट नीड्स ट्रांसपोर्ट. ओके, उस गुड्स को अपने पास स्टोर भी करना पड़ेगा, इट नीड्स सम वेयर हाउस और गोडाउन. देन उसको सेल करने के लिए ही ऑल्सो नीड टू communicate with the customers, which needs mobile phones or telephone and different modes of communication. जब उस प्रोडक्ट को वो सेल कर देगा तो जो एक्स्ट्रा मनी होगा, he also needs to deposit in the banks at a safe place, which is a bank, we can say. And sometimes the businessman also uses insurance. It means these are the different activities which helps a trader or a businessman to run their business smoothly. Okay, and the goods are also need to be transferred to the consumers at the place where the products are manufactured and the place where the customers are situated, so that there is a difference between these places. Okay, एक goods कहीं manufacture हो रहा है, for example असम में अगर हम टी का example ले तो उस, लेकिन वो टी है, ठीक है, वो टी पूरी कंट्री में यूटिलाइज की जाती है, कंज्यूम की जाती है, डिफरेंट कस्टमर्स, तो उन तक पहुंचाना भी होता है. मियरली हम इंडस्ट्रीज में उसे बना के नहीं रख सकते. तो इसी एक्टिविटी को, ये सब एक्टिविटीज कस्टमर्स तक अपने प्रोडक्ट को डिलीवर करना और स्मूथली सारे बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज को रन कराना, these all activities are the part of commerce. In this we have studied that commerce can also be classified into two categories, trade and auxiliaries to trade. But before this I would like to explain you that what are the functions of commerce. क्या हेल्प करता है कॉमर्स हमारी? कॉमर्स हेल्प्स इन द रिमूवल ऑफ, हियर यू कैन सी द वर्ड रिमूवल. ओके, तो कॉमर्स हेल्प्स इन द रिमूवल ऑफ different hindrances, or we can say all the obstacles and the problems which a businessman faces while transporting or selling the goods from one place to another. How many types of hindrances? There may be hindrance of person, place, time, risk, finance and information. But commerce helps in removing all the hindrances and obstacles through or by performing various activities and services like trade, transportation, warehousing, insurance, banking and finance, and advertising. So in short we can say the function of commerce is to remove all the hindrances of person, place, time, risk, finance and information by providing the different activities and services like trade, transportation, warehousing, insurance, banking and advertising. Now after this I will explain you that in which manner, how commerce helps a businessman to remove all these hindrances. Students, we have the two categories of commerce. First, we have already discussed in the last video, that was trade. Trade refers to the buying and selling of goods, or we can say transferring and transporting the goods from one place to the another place, or from producer to the customer, is known as trade. But for running a trade smoothly and without any hindrance, various services are required that I have told you now, like insurance, banking, transportation. And all these services are known as auxiliaries to trade, or we can say aids to trade. Aids, what is the aid? We can say the support system to the trade is auxiliaries to trade. These activities provide the support and helps the businessman to run their business smoothly. So here is the definition written. All those activities which help in removing various hindrances, you can also say the obstacles, which arise in connection with the production and distribution of goods, are called auxiliaries to trade. I hope it is clear to you. It means एक किसी भी बिजनेस को या ट्रेड को करने के लिए जिस भी एक्टिविटीज की जरूरत होती है, जो उस बिजनेस में आने वाली सारी हाइंड्रेंसेस को, सारी ऑब्स्टेकल्स को रिमूव करने का काम करती है या फिर उसमें हमारी हेल्प करती है, all these activities form a part of, or these activities are called auxiliaries to trade. Might be there is a confusion that in commerce the same thing we have studied, in auxiliaries to trade also we are studying the same, but students, please be clear that commerce is the main concept, then commerce has been divided into trade and auxiliaries to trade. Okay, commerce is the combination of both trade and auxiliaries to trade, but trade is a different meaning and auxiliaries to trade has a different meaning. Trade just only covers buying and selling of goods, but to buy and sell such goods properly and without any problem to the customer, the activities which are involved, these activities are known as auxiliaries to trade. Okay, now we will study that the overview of all these activities, how these activities perform a function of removing obstacles. First one is transportation and communication. If the question asks you that what are the different aids to trade, then these are the 5 aids to trade. We will discuss one by one. First one is transportation and communication. This word is very much familiar to you. The production of goods takes place at one place, but whereas these are demanded in different parts of the country. As we know, students, that different products are manufactured. It is not possible for any country or even a state or a city to manufacture all the goods at the same place. Okay, हम ये कह सकते हैं, जैसे भी मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था कि tea is produced in Assam mainly, but tea is a product which is consumed by all the customers living in different parts of the country, and many of them consumes the tea. So it needs to be transferred or transported from Assam to different parts of the country. Okay, so in this activity, which aids to trade will help us? Transportation helps us to distribute the goods from one place to another. So in this way, it removes the hindrance of place. Hindrance of place here refers to labor. We can say that place, the different places, the product can be transferred from one place to another. The hindrance of the obstacle of place is removed with the help of transportation. If there is no transportation, it becomes very difficult to transfer or to transport the goods from one place to another. Along with this, communication. Communication helps in exchange of information between producers, consumers, and traders. For example, postal service, telephone, fax, internet. As we know, students, if we want to receive the order, अगर हमारा product कोई खरीदना भी चाह रहा है, तो how he is able to inform us that I want to buy your product? In modern era, in this time, we can say through messages, emails, telephones, mobile phones. Only these are the modes of communication which helps two peoples or more than two peoples to communicate with each other. Okay, if there is no communication, then no people will be able to know or able to गेट द प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री, क्योंकि कोई भी प्रोडक्ट मंगाने के लिए पहले उस बंदे को इन्फॉर्म करना जरूरी है जिससे आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को खरीदना या फिर जिसको आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को सेल करना चाहते हो. So in this way, transport and communication removes the hindrance of place. Second one is banking and finance. As we all know, students, that business, or we can say finance, is the main thing which is required to run a business, okay, to provide the smooth flow to the business. So bank also helps the businessman to overcome the problem of funds, okay. If a businessman wants to start their new business, or we can say he needs some funds for their business, so who help them out? The banking system and the finance system. Different financial institutions are there who provides the funds to the businessmen so that they can run their business smoothly by taking loans and different helps, okay. So business needs funds for acquiring assets, business needs funds for purchasing the assets also, purchasing raw material, and there are so many expenses which a businessman has to incur. So necessary funds can be obtained from a बैंक, ओके. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि अगर आपके पास फंड्स नहीं है, कैपिटल नहीं है लगाने के लिए, तो यू कैन नॉट स्टार्ट अ बिजनेस. आज के टाइम में बैंक एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है इंटरेस्ट पे लोन्स प्रोवाइड करके, और वी कैन से ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करके, क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करके, जिससे कि कोई भी बिजनेसमैन को अपनी कैपिटल को लेने के लिए या फिर कैपिटल अरेंज करने के लिए डोंट नीड टू थिंक वेरी मच. बैंकिंग फैसिलिटी इज अवेलेबल with them even in our country, or we want to buy or sell any product in the different countries also, okay. So we need foreign currency there. अगर एक इंडिया का सेल्समैन अपने प्रोडक्ट को अमेरिका में सेल्स करना चाह रहा है, तो he needs foreign currency for that. And this type of facilities are also available in the bank. You can convert your currency with the currencies of any country easily with the help of bank. So in this way, banking helps in removing the hindrance of finance. In short, I have written here all the hindrances, how the different aids are removing hindrance. So if question asks you that how commerce helps in removing hindrances, you can write these points. So if there is any obstacle of finance, it can be easily removed with the help of banking and finance facility of commerce. Third one is insurance. Insurance, we all know, just to protect our life, our goods, okay, our property. We take the help of insurance. It protects us from all risks. Here it is written, it provides a cover against the loss of goods in the process of transit, storage, theft, fire, and other natural calamities. Students, in this time we can say that businessmen are very much aware, okay. They also uses the facility of insurance to avoid the risk of transit or theft, because they don't want to take the risk. They want to transfer their risk on the insurance company so that they can freely perform their business activities, okay. And for this, what they have to do, businessmen only need to have to pay a nominal amount of premium, and in return they get compensation for any loss. If your products are theft by the person, or there is any storage risk, or there is any risk in transit, okay, so every risk will be beared by the insurance company only. इसी risk को कम करने के लिए, as we know कि risk is related to future and future is uncertain. We cannot predict that which type of risk we are going to face. तो हम risk को ignore तो नहीं कर सकते हैं, but with the help of insurance we can minimize the risk with the help of insurance. तो इंश्योरेंस हमारी कौन सी हाइंड्रेंस को रिमूव करने में हेल्प करता है? हाइंड्रेंस ऑफ रिस्क, ओके. व्हाट इज रिस्क? हाउ इट इज एबल टू रिमूव द रिस्क? बिकॉज रिस्क इज अनसर्टेन. We cannot ignore the risk, but with the help of insurance we can minimize the risk. अगर हमारे goods, अगर for example you are selling your goods, you are exporting your goods from India to America, okay, and if there is any problem of fire, theft or any type of damage in transit, रास्ते में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है और आपने अगर उस गुड्स का इंश्योरेंस कराया हुआ है, तो उसमें आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, बिकॉज सम ऑफ द अमाउंट विल बी रिकवर्ड बाय यू फ्रॉम द इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज, ओके. आप ये तो नहीं सोच सकते हैं कि रिस्क होगा ही नहीं, ट्रांजिट में कोई प्रॉब्लम आएगी ही नहीं. बट अगर आएगी तो आप उसे मैक्स टू मैक्स रेशियो तक कवर कर सकते हो विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंश्योरेंस. Fourth one is warehousing. What is warehousing? Warehousing refers to the place, or we can say godowns. These places are used to keep your goods or to store your goods for a long period of time. As we know, students, there is a time gap. Okay, there is generally a time lag between the production and consumption of goods. For example, अगर कोई फूड आइटम है वो जनवरी में हमने उसको प्रोड्यूस किया है, बट इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि वो आपका जनवरी में ही सेल हो जाएगा. Okay, there are different seasons. If we take the example of agriculture product, there is a particular season for every type of crop. Okay, but these crops are consumed by the producers for the whole year. So what is the need? There is a need to store such type of goods or crops or any type of product at a place where these goods can be stored very safely. So as we know, goods are not consumed immediately when these are produced. If I take the example, again I am taking example of wheat, rice, etc. There is a particular season. Okay, so for this some special arrangements has to be made to store the goods or to prevent the goods from any type of loss. So in this activity, warehouses helps a businessman. This problem can be solved by storing the goods in warehouses from the time of production till the time they are demanded by the customers. Okay, any person, any trader or businessman can keep their goods stored with them in the godowns or warehouses, so that whenever demanded they can easily supply the goods to the customers. Even there is a safety for their products, that it will not suffer from any type of losses. Okay, warehouses also helps the businessman to get this away, to make your goods available whenever required. So in this way, it removes the hindrance of time. Time, we can say, whenever demanded, you can supply your goods to the customers. If there are no warehouses, अगर warehouses नहीं है, godowns नहीं है, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? जिस टाइम आपके प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड होगी, तुरंत ये बहुत मुश्किल होगा आपके लिए कि आप तभी एकदम से उस प्रोडक्ट की प्रोडक्शन करें और इमीडिएटली अपने प्रोडक्ट की सप्लाई कर पाए. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर ईच एंड एवरी बिजनेसमैन. सो इस टाइम की प्रॉब्लम को कम करने के लिए, खत्म करने के लिए वेयर हाउसेस को यूज किया जाता है, so that we can make our product available whenever demanded, whether it is the season of that product or not. Last one is, fifth one is advertising. In daily lives also we are watching the advertisements on the newspaper, in the newspapers, on the televisions and different types of social medias. Okay, so advertising brings goods and services to the knowledge of prospective buyers. It is through advertising that the customers come to know about the new products and their utility. You can also imagine, students, if there is no advertisement. Okay, advertisement ये जरूरी नहीं कि वो TV के through ही आएगा. There are so many sources. Even we are using social media, newspapers and different sources. अगर नहीं है ये, तो हमें किसी भी नए प्रोडक्ट के बारे में नॉलेज नहीं मिल पाती है कि मार्केट में आखिर क्या नए प्रोडक्ट्स आ रहे हैं. ओके, सो प्रैक्टिकली इट इज इम्पॉसिबल फॉर अ मैन्युफैक्चरर एंड ट्रेडर ऑल्सो टू कॉन्टैक्ट ईच एंड एवरी कंज्यूमर. ओके, आपने एक नया प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, आप यूपी में अपना एक प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हो, तो इट इज वेरी इम्पॉसिबल फॉर यू टू कॉन्टैक्ट ईच एंड एवरी कस्टमर. हर एक कस्टमर से क्या हम बात कर सकते हैं? क्या उसे बता सकते हैं कि हम ये नया प्रोडक्ट बनाने वाले हैं? अपनी ही सिटी में ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. देन यू आर नॉट एबल टू कॉन्टैक्ट इवन द customers of different cities and countries. Okay, and it is possible only through advertisement. At the same point of time, by spending some money, you can reach millions and billions of people with the by displaying your advertisement on the screen of the customers or in the newspapers. So in this way, advertisement helps the trader and a businessman to remove the hindrance of information. Okay, if there is no advertisement, then it is very difficult for a person to inform the customers about their products and its features also. Okay, goods are advertised to inform the customers about their uses, quality and prices. मतलब आप अपनी, हम यहाँ ये नहीं समझा रहे हैं आपको कि एडवर्टीजमेंट की जरूरत गुड्स को सेल करने के लिए होती है. अभी मैंने क्या बोला आपसे कि ट्रेड एक अलग कैटेगरी है. ट्रेड में आप उसको सेल करोगे, बट उस सेलिंग को करने के लिए आपको सबसे पहले अपने कस्टमर्स को इन्फॉर्म करना होगा, अपनी सेल को इंक्रीज करने के लिए कस्टमर्स अट्रैक्ट करना होगा उनको, एंड दिस activity is performed by the commerce with the help of advertisement. So advertisement directly promotes the sale, okay, as it is a very good technique of sales promotion, and it also improves the knowledge of customers. So students, there are 5 types of hindrances which a businessman generally faces: hindrance of place, hindrance of finance, hindrance of risk, hindrance of time, and last one is hindrance of information. And these all hindrances are removed by the different auxiliaries to trade, and we also say these auxiliaries as a aids to trade, and these aids to trade are the part of commerce. So in this video we have studied the functions and auxiliaries to trade. Thank you.